Hi, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Please stick around, and if you haven't already, please do like and subscribe to my channel. If you enjoy these videos, then they will keep coming up on your screen, so you'll get more and more of them. So let's get into this today. What I want you to do is maybe just close your eyes for a moment, take a couple of deep breaths, and just put into the forefront of your mind anything that is on your mind right now, anything that you would like more clarity on, or that you would just like to know about. Sorry, I just eaten some nuts and I've got them all stuck in my teeth. So let's see where your energy is with runes right now. We have Isa. We have Ingwas. And Thorazaz. Okay. It's interesting. We have an energy here of a need to be patient at this time. There is a need for you to really observe yourself and work out what it is that you actually want. I feel like you may be in the middle of two different paths. This came up this morning in a reading I did with the snake, where it's about left path, right path. And by right path, I don't mean like the right path. I mean, it's like you could either go this way or that way. And both ways are fine. There is no right or wrong with it. It's just what you choose to do. So if you imagine a web, and each strand of the web is your destiny, and you get to choose that. But in the center of the web is your fate, and each of the threads of destiny all lead to that fate, but you choose the direction that you go in. So there is an element of choice there. And Isa is asking you to just stay put right now, just for a moment, just put things on hold. So you may feel a little bit frozen in time. You may feel a little bit at the point of needing to make a decision. And Ingwas is about union, actually. It's the union between the masculine and the feminine. It's bringing everything together. But it can also represent a need for self-containment. So Isa and Ingwas together kind of represent a need for you to kind of put yourself within an egg, if you like, or an incubator, or something that just keeps you in a space of contemplation, a space where you really need to get together what you need right now and how you need things to be in your life, okay? And Thorazaz brings along some protection here, because it feels like there are some forces that are trying to work against you at this time. And that could be to do with your career, it could be to do with your love life, it could be to do with just generally things that are going on. I've got a feeling somebody is feeling angry a lot or upset a lot. Like little things are frustrating or irritating you right now. And Thorazaz holds the energy here of trying to find your peace within those little battles. Now, those battles, they're necessary for your growth. They're necessary for you to understand why they're there and what they're telling you, what they're trying to show you about what you need to do in your life right now. So they're important because it's telling you everything. And maybe I do sense you aren't fully seeing the full picture of what your needs are at this time, or what it is that you want. That's why you're being put on hold at the moment. So you might be trying to, I don't know, look for a new job, or you might be trying to do something new, or start a new relationship, or all sorts of things, and something doesn't feel right. It doesn't seem to be going right. That's because you're being asked right now to put yourself in that container, to not let anything in at this time. Protect yourself, because you need that space and time on your own to really understand what it is that you want and your next way forward. Okay, so I'm going to pick the tea cards now just to see what this situation is actually all about. So let's see. What was that? Did one just turn over? It did. What was it? A fair man. So for some of you, this could be somebody that you are in a relationship with. For some of you, this could actually be yourself, I feel, or a friend. So there's three different collectives there, okay? But this is dealings or relationship with a man with blonde, grey or white hair. So it doesn't have to be blonde, it could be grey or white. So if you maybe have grey hair, this could be you. If you have blonde hair, it could be you. If you have white hair, it could be you if you're masculine. If you're feminine here, this could be about somebody that you are with, okay, that either has blonde, grey, or white hair. Okay, so let's see, what is it about this person? So what did that come out for? Okay, so this person you could be having a journey with. Physical or mental will leave you wiser at the end. So a long journey that you're having. Now that could be a relationship with this person. If this is you yourself, it's kind of like an inner journey that you are going on. And a 4-leaf clover, so great good fortune. I mean, I don't know why it says that, great good fortune. Sort of like, just sounds a bit weird. Very, very fortunate energy, okay? So if you're feeling a little bit like you're spinning your wheels right now, or you're not able to go and do this, that and the other, just know that you are being put on hold just for a moment, just to figure things out. But good fortune is on its way to you. It won't be forever. Peacock, beware of great pride. So this could be something that is, sorry about that. This could be something that is holding you back right now from what you want. And Isa actually holds the energy of the ego as well. So there may be you needing to really look into your ego needs at this time, and just keep your pride in check, because is your pride becoming a stubbornness that's holding you back from what you want to achieve? Now peacock feathers always make me think of protection, because they look like an eye, don't they? And eyes are very protective. So there is an element here of maybe you are using your pride to try and protect yourself, but when does that protection actually become a barrier to you rather than a pride thing, if that makes sense? It might be creating too much of a barrier to what you actually really want on a soul level. Yeah, we have good news. So I feel like you need to stay put right now, because something is coming to you. You're going to hear something. This could be a phone call, it could be a message, or it could be somebody telling you something that's good news that you want to hear. And I feel like when you hear this news, it's going to excite you. It's going to make you feel like it was all worth it. Wow. Okay. We have handshake. A meeting with a stranger could be important. So this could be in part of this good news that you're going to receive, okay? There is something that's going to change your life here. And it is meeting with somebody new. Now this could be within the next 7 days, I feel. And it's to do with travel. I'm getting something to do with travel on that one. So you may be going to another country or somewhere to do with this meeting. It's definitely an opportunity for you. Cup. You should accept valid criticism. Now this is part of the pride thing, isn't it? Maybe part of this is you accepting where your pride is holding you back a little bit, and the criticism is, if it's valid, it's going to help you to make some positive changes in your life so that you can move forward. There's something I'm getting here about like a coffee shop or tea shop or something like that, some place that you go maybe to get coffee or drinks or something. I do feel that might be where you meet this stranger of importance, and somebody might say something to you which at first might trigger you or make you feel a bit sort of like, whoa, hang on a minute, and you might take it negatively. But just pause, observe, take it in, and then see actually if that does help you, if that guides you in what you can do about it. The bees seem to be very playful tonight. Let's see what else we have for you. Okay, I'm going to split the pack. Okay. That's interesting, because we've got teacups and jugs. So I feel like your cup is feeling a little bit empty at the moment, and it's time to have some fun. You need some time out to do something fun, do something that you really want to do. I do feel that that's going to lead you onto this opportunity, meeting this person that's going to help you move forward as well. Something about milk to do with that as well. And wedge, this actually came out before, but I put it back, so it's definitely meant to be here. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. So it almost feels like, I feel like you want to share some news with somebody. I feel like you want to express something, but there's somebody else getting in the way of that, or not letting you, or making you feel like you have to let go of this friend. And there's something about this. I'm getting something about dairy. I don't know if dairy means something to you. I don't know if that's like a dairy farm, like cheese and milk and things like that is coming forwards. Or maybe somebody's dairy intolerant. That could be a thing, actually. And I feel like maybe you're around somebody who doesn't resonate with you food-wise, and that's causing a little bit of a problem for you, or you're kind of finding it very difficult being around this person. But you are being led towards great happiness, and I feel like very soon, like I say, in the next 7 days, things are going to turn around for you. But right now, you almost need to close the doors a little bit, shut down the blinds, and allow yourself to sit within. Sit within and listen to some music is what I'm getting from this, because it's going to help you to understand what it is that you need and want. And then you're going to go to this place, this coffee shop or whatever it is. You're going to meet somebody there, and that's going to change things for you. Now, there's been a misunderstanding, it feels, in your life with somebody who is important to you, I feel. Or there feels like there's been a misunderstanding, or there's a block or a wall, there's some kind of miscommunication going on, or an inability to speak. And I feel like with what's going on here, the excitement that you're feeling from this, you want to talk to this person, you want to tell them, but you feel like there's a block there. So that's where this peacock comes in, of like, just watch that pride, because maybe you just need to let your pride down and just talk to this person, let them know, and you might actually find it patches things up, it changes the situation massively. And then you will get a successful outcome to your problems. So it's almost like the missing piece. You're going to find that key that opens the door to your potential, to what you're looking for. But it starts with that lowering your pride a little bit, not being so defensive, or accepting the positive criticism, okay? It's part of your journey. Let's get into the tarot then and see what we have for you on this. So, what do you need to know right now? Okay. Yeah, there's a need to release the worry or guilt or shame or whatever it is that you're feeling right now, that's keeping you in this prideful place of like, I'm not going to come forward, or there's just something that's kind of hanging there that seems uncomfortable. And the Queen of Pentacles is about nurturing and healing, and it almost feels like by allowing yourself to let go of the worry, the guilt, the whatever it is that's holding you back, the pride that's holding you back there, it's going to bring healing and stability, and that's what you want, really. That's the kind of energy that you're hoping for, I feel. So you need to know that. You need to know that it is pride that's kind of holding you back. Oh, I can see the moon up there. Let's see. Just saw a seagull passing through the moon. Interesting. So what else do you need to know? Okay. This is definitely about a friendship, and there has been an element of sabotage to this, but you don't want to do this anymore. You're kind of taking the blindfold off and allowing yourself to move forward. but there's still a lack of communication there. There's a stubbornness still within that. So even though you've kind of released the self-doubt, releasing the sabotage on this, there's still a stubbornness that's holding back on coming forward or communicating. So what do you need to do? What do you need to do in this situation right now? I feel like this is connected to the reading I did earlier, actually. So if you haven't seen it already, go back and look at what I've put up there today. Yeah, there's an energy of betrayal, or sort of somebody feeling betrayed, or like all is lost. Things can never be the same anymore. There's wounding here. There's kind of, yeah, it just feels an uncomfortable energy, basically, that's kind of happened here. So let's just clarify that Ten of Swords a little bit. Okay. And I do see somebody that's kind of being, you know, thinking about the past and reminiscing on things and thinking, you know, you wish things could have been different. But somebody's switched that up now and realised, actually, I can't do anything about the past. I can only really look to the future. You can only do what you are from now. And in this solitude, in this time that you're having, you're focused on the future. Maybe a little bit too much focused on the future, and that might be freaking you out a little bit as to what do I do from here. So what you need to know is kind of stay in the middle. See if you can stay in the present moment right now rather than thinking too far ahead into the future, because I feel like it is spinning you out a little bit. It's almost like you've gone through a whole scenario, role played a whole thing before it's even happened. It's a bit like, say, if you want to ask somebody out or something like that, and you've kind of gone through in your mind asking them out, going on dates, doing this, doing that, and you kind of, before you know it, in your own head, you've kind of been out and broken up with this person already before you've even spoken to them. That's the kind of energy. So is there anything else that you need to know right now? I'll help you with this. Okay, there is definitely something here that is a desire fulfillment that you want. And I feel like you're coming to a completion, an end of a cycle, something that you're absolutely done with, and you're ready to explore something that you are desiring. But I feel like there's a little bit of an obsession or an element of lying to yourself as to what you want or how you want things to be. I don't like the word, but the gaslighting thing, but you can do it to yourself, where you can convince yourself that something isn't true or right. And I feel like that's what's going on in this here, is that somebody has given you some kind of criticism and said something to you that you have been lying to yourself about. But now it's been exposed, you're sort of like, oh yeah, actually, maybe I do that. Maybe that is true. And going about things in a different way, it changes the story, doesn't it? So, what's your next action going to be? Following your intuition. Allow yourself to be guided by what you really sit with yourself and ask yourself the question, what do I need and want right now? What are my needs at this time? And go with that, okay? Now, this might mean you have to let go of something. It might mean that you, for once, follow your intuition rather than your logic. And you might be trying to logically tell yourself something when actually intuitively you're being guided by something else. But you're ignoring your intuition, I feel, at this time. And this is a time now to start listening to that intuitive mind. This may be, you may have had some flashbacks of dreams that you've had recently that are giving you some keys to what you need to do next. what needs to happen next. Because it feels like there's a bit of an instability in your life at this time. There's a want for something longer term. There's a want for something stable that feels safe, I'm getting as well. But you can't seem to find it. You're not quite finding it, but there feels like there's something in your energy that kind of holds the key to it, but you're not seeing it. But it's about to come in, and I feel like that is what you are getting guided by on here. This is what your intuition is telling you, is that your ships are about to come in. So you need to prepare at this time, because what you're looking for is not far away. It is just around the corner. A wish fulfillment. What you're desiring, what you've been thinking about or trying not to think about, is actually going to materialize in your life. And it's good, because what you're going through right now is helping you to look at your ego self. And in doing that, you are changing your energy, you're changing that vibration. Remember when we said at the beginning, that web of Wyrd with the destiny and the fate? You are starting to vibrate on a different level, which means you're vibrating on a different thread, which means that changes your destiny, but for the positive, okay? All of this has been necessary part of your journey to bring you to a successful outcome. I see you kind of, you're weaving something new into your energy, and it's combined with this energy of success, confidence, empowerment, the ability to really stand in your power and think, yes, I've got this. And you're feeling that. I feel like maybe before you've had a fake confidence. I hope that doesn't offend anybody. I don't mean it to. But it's basically like through your pride and everything, you've kind of developed this confidence, but actually there's been some insecurity underneath it. But now you're kind of looking at your insecurities and you're allowing yourself to be vulnerable around that. And that's bringing a true confidence in, because I feel like you're perhaps working with other people. Maybe you're going to counselling right now, or maybe you are working with a spiritual guide or something like that, that's helping you to understand these elements of yourself, and it's bringing you into this true confidence. Because in the past you have felt, I feel like you're bored with the lifestyle that you've had. You're bored of it. You want something more stable. You want something better. So let's see what your outcome is on this right now. I do feel your energy is really kind of shifted, elevated. Your vibration is higher, and that's going to make you start noticing things more. Relationships, friendships changing more. Four of Cups have come out on here as well again. So it is that sort of like, you're done with that. You're done with that kind of way of life. So let's get again your outcome here. What is your outcome? The Star. And we've got the Sun on the bottom. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Your outcome is everything. It's all of the elements. It's got the Star, it's got the Sun. I'm surprised the Moon hasn't come out. I'm pretty sure if I kept shuffling, the Moon probably would come out on this. There's a manifestation that you made, and I feel this has been maybe a little while ago, and it's actually coming into fruition. I feel like maybe there was a point where you'd hoped for this, and I feel like you had a bit of a glimpse of it, and you can see that thread there. See, you have decided, I am going to raise my vibration. I'm going to allow myself to be on a different thread to the one that I normally go on, and that has elevated you up to the Sun. This is allowing you to really shine, to find joy, inspiration and fulfillment. Okay, I really see this for you, and I feel so excited for you, because what you're doing right now is you are sitting in that contemplation, you're sitting in that observation of yourself, and you're learning about your ego needs, you're learning about your soul needs, and you are kind of weaving the two together. You're learning to transcend and understand what you really want and need. And that is refreshing, and it's so different to what you've been used to. But it's you allowing just someone's criticism to be positive, be constructive. That's the word. Constructive criticism is what you are working with, and that's helping you to look at your pride, look at stubbornness, and by working with that and collaborating with whoever it is you're working with to help you through this, there's success there, major success. So if you would like to look deeper into this reading, then please do get in touch for a personalised reading. I also, if you've got any questions, I do 1 or 2 question readings, £10 each, and you usually get those within 24 hours, if not sooner, to be honest. It might even be a couple of hours, if that. Or if you'd like to book a full reading, then my details are down in the description box. Please do pop a little emoji or comment or a like on this video, just so I know who's been watching. And I wish you all a blessed evening.